Discipline is self-love and self-respect. Discipline is a difference between you achieving your goals and you being stagnant year after year. You have to be intentional with your life. Don't waste your time doing things that won't push you forward. Hi my love, I'm Veronica Sophia and welcome to my channel. This space that I've created is for women that want to glow from the inside out. The women that want to be intentional, slow their life down and dwell within their femininity. You've come to the right place. Today we're going to be talking about discipline. Now, this is actually something that I hold very, very dear to my heart. It's actually the word that I have the intention for 2026. Discipline is so important, and it's the reason why you are not the dream woman that you want to be. The difference between the woman that you have on your vision board and the woman that you think is a better version of you is the fact that she is disciplined. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how you can become a more disciplined person and how you can elevate within your discipline. Let's talk about being intentional. Now, the dream woman that we have, and I'm not saying dream woman that's someone different than who you are. A dream woman is simply who you are inside, but at her highest version. This means the most feminine version of you. This means the most soft version of you. This means the most intentional version of you, but also the most disciplined version of you, because discipline is self-love and self-respect. A woman that is disciplined is a woman that doesn't break promises that she makes to herself. This means if you say tomorrow you're going to wake up at 5 a.m. and you're going to go to the gym, the disciplined woman, irrespective of the fact that she might feel tired, will wake up and she will go to the gym. It's those little things that we say as women in our heads that this is what we'd like to do, or we want to rearrange our closet on the weekend. And when the weekend comes, oh, I'll leave it for another time when I have more time. No, you need to be very intentional with the promises that you make to yourself, because you want to be firstly a woman of your word, and secondly, you want to be dependable. Now, how can you be a dependable woman if you even break the promises that you make to yourself? It just doesn't work, does it? So, the number one thing we've got to focus on is to make sure that we are fulfilling the promises that we make to ourselves. Now, there's lots of different ways that we can do these things. Number one, the first way that we can stop breaking our promises that we make to ourselves is by setting a goal, setting a plan. This means, let's be realistic. Let's look at the time that we've got in our days, in our weeks, in our months, and looking at that, how can we bring the goals that we have in place around our time schedule? We need to really be intentional and think about it. Number two, another way that we can do this is by making sure that we're not wasting time. We're not just sitting on our sofas, doom scrolling on TikTok. We want to get ourselves up and make sure the things that we said that we were going to accomplish, we are doing. Now, discipline is hard for a number of reasons, and the main reasons is the fact that we have to do the hard thing. The only way that you will become the woman that you want to be is by doing the hard thing. You have to do the thing that you don't want to do. That's how you show your self-love. That's how you show your self-respect. Because you've got to think in your brain. When you think about this dream woman that you want to become, and you think about the woman that shows up when she says that she's going to show up, and the woman that does the thing that she says that she's going to do, irrespective of it being hard, irrespective of it being difficult, irrespective of her not having a lot of free time, when we think about this woman and we really picture her, what does she look like? What does she act like? What are her habits like? What does she do in her free time? What kind of things does she do day to day? We really need to think about this woman that she is. And when you think about the bigger picture, the tunnel vision at the end, not just the woman that you are like right now, in and out of your 9 to 5 and running up after the kids, really think about this woman And don't think of her as someone that is untouchable and unreachable. Think about this woman as you in the situation that you are in now, but in the best way that you can be. So this could be the woman that is working the job that you work, but in the best way possible. She's showing up on time. She's looking after herself. She looks presentable. She's dressed very elegantly. Think about that in all areas of your life. The best wife you could be, the best mother you could be, the best friend you could be, and the best woman you could be to yourself. Ultimately, when we're thinking about becoming our dream woman, we are not becoming a dream woman for someone else. That's where a lot of people go wrong. We are becoming the dream woman for ourselves. The woman that we've always aspired to be. The woman that when we were younger, we wanted to be like. This was the woman that we envisioned ourselves becoming. The woman that we put our little pictures together on our vision board with the high heels and the Birkins. This is the woman that we are aspiring to be like. The woman for ourselves. And the number one thing that this woman has is discipline. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been someone that's struggled with discipline. And the number one thing that I do to overcome these issues or these hardships when I'm thinking about a promise that I've made to myself and I just don't feel like it. The alarm's ringing, I just don't want to get out of bed to go to the gym. The number one thought that pops into my brain, maybe because of the podcasts that I listen to or the books that I read or the interviews that I watch, is do I want to break promises to myself and do I want to be average? That's the number one thing that pops into my brain. And then I think about it, I have to do the hard thing. In order to become stronger, I have to do hard things that will make me stronger. Ladies, it is difficult and that's the point of it. The only way that you will become a better woman is by going outside of your comfort zone. And when you go outside your comfort zone, that often involves you being in a difficult place. Being somewhere out of your comfort zone also requires you to be tested. It is hard, but it's meant to be hard. And these women that are disciplined, you can see it from a mile away. And that's why I think it's so important, because they don't play about themselves. Discipline is so important. You've got to really think about it. Discipline is the difference between you achieving your goals and you being stagnant year after year. It's really that simple. You just have to do the hard thing. And as women, we often have emotions every month and hormones that can affect our mood. You have to be intentional with your life. Don't waste your time doing things that won't push you forward. Every single day, you've got to do at least 3 things. That's your homework, ladies. 3 things every single day. And these are your non-negotiables. I want these to be things that challenge you, but things that are also achievable. So, as an example, this could be walking 10k steps. This could be drinking 2 liters of water. This could also be exercising. This could be working out. This could be reading. The number one thing that I want you to realize is I want your 3 negotiables every day to be things that make you better, a better woman. Whether that means fitter, whether that means well rested, whether that means stronger, more educated, more knowledgeable. It has to be something that elevates you in a way and propels you to be a better woman. Let's stick to these 3 things and try doing it for a month consecutively. Once you've done a month, let's do 2 months. Once you've done 2 months, let's do 3 months. Once you've done more than 90 days, did you know that your habit is already formed? This means if you do something consecutively for 90 days, this is something that your body naturally does now. So let's get to that point. Let's get to the point where our body naturally is disciplined, and it's more disciplined than less disciplined. This means it's more often for you to be getting up to go to the gym than it's for you to feel lazy to go to the gym. It is hard, ladies, but the point is, it has to be hard for you to overcome this hardship. And at the start, it will always be like that. But Even now, even me, I've got things that make me feel like I don't want to do, or I don't want to fulfill these promises to me. But the woman that I want to be and the woman that I aspire to be doesn't break her promises. And this is one thing that you've got to bear in mind, ladies. You need to be the woman that doesn't break your promises to yourself. Ladies, I want you to take a step back and I want you to really think. I want you to think about your life right now. I want you to think about things that you've always said that you've wanted to do. This could be starting up at the gym. This could be losing 10 kg. This could be drinking more water. It could be anything. But I want you to be honest with yourself. I want you to really look in the mirror and look within and think about something that you've always wanted to achieve, but that you just kept breaking your promises to yourself. Think about that thing and think about the time that you spend in your days, in your weeks, in your months, and try to break down an action plan of how we can accomplish that thing. First, we've identified what the problem is and the goal that we've achieved. 2, we've looked at where we can allocate the time in the weeks, in the days, in the months to get this done. 3, what's the title of this video, ladies? Discipline, doing the hard thing. That means getting up, doing it, irrespective of our moods. I want to be honest with you. Discipline really changed my life. It's allowed me to be the woman that I am today. The woman that gets up every day, does her makeup, does her hair, dresses incredibly elegant, feminine, irrespective of where I'm going. This is something that is not just what you see, it's so far within, it's inside, it's how you feel, it's how you walk into a room. And I know you might think I'm exaggerating, but I'm truly not. That's how important discipline is, and that's how life-changing it is. And believe me when I say, when you're implementing everything that I've told you today into your life, you'll feel that. You'll feel that weight on your shoulders feel a lot lighter. Because you are the woman that shows up for herself, irrespective of how she feels. And a lot of women don't act like that. A lot of women break their own promises, but you're not that woman. You're the woman that does the hard thing. A lot of people confuse motivation with discipline. And motivation's great. Motivation's great because it gets you that fire under your bum to go and do whatever thing that you'd like to accomplish. But unfortunately, motivation doesn't stick. Motivation isn't there on those days where it's cold and dark outside and you need to go and do said thing. That's when you need to get up. That's when the discipline shows up. And those are the sessions and those are the days that differentiate you from the average woman. And the only way that you can be that woman is by discipline. Because you love yourself so much that you do the things that you say you're going to do. And you don't break your promises. There's a reason why you've watched this video today. Now let's implement what we've learnt and let's become our own dream woman. Ladies, my top is from Fashion Nova. I hope you enjoyed this conversation that we had today. I'd love to see your likes if you resonated with anything, if something stood out to you, if something that you're unsure about, leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching, ladies. See you in the next one. Bye.